Alright guys, it's fixing the storm on us here, but I just kind of wanted to come on real quick, just kind of give you a little update, my backyard, what's going on, not even the front yard, basically in the backyard, just kind of show you everything that's going on here. Got a lot going on my little property here in the city, on an eighth of an acre. Ain't much at all, but and I had a granite business here, so 90% of my yard, front and back, concrete. So I'm going to show you what's going on in this concrete backyard on an eighth of an acre, where my backyard's only, 55 across by, I think 40 deep or something like that. So anyway, starting here in the inside, the backyard, this is my gate that was at the other end of my house back here. Okay, where's the house? Right here. It used to go across there, and I moved it to the front of the house to incorporate all this into my backyard. So on the end here, I have a Scarlet Beauty plum tree, which I had never gotten plums off of it yet, and I'm hoping that next year will be the year we get it. But on the back of the fence back here, you see I have this this grating up here, and I do my blackberries. Do the blackberries here, and when Hurricane Ida hit 2 years ago, it really wiped them out. So I just basically starting over with it. So you can see I got some green that's growing, and that's for next year. And this year's stuff already died off, and I got to get in there and cut all that off. Right here in the middle, I have a tart kumquat tree. That's pretty prolific. It gets a lot of tarts. And then if you can see down here, right up in there, I have a bay leaf tree that I planted. It's a young tree, and bay leaf trees grow slow. It's a slow growing tree, so it's going to take a while for it to get big, but I'm going to keep it trimmed down, you know what I mean? And I'm probably going to, what I'm going to do is through the years keep it trimmed, and I'll be propagating what I cut off to make trees to sell, you know. But right next to it this year, I just went ahead, I had some extra cucumber plants left over. I stuck them in the ground there, so I got those growing there. Next to that, I have a cage I made to keep the cats out. The main cat I had, well, he got hit by a car about a month ago, so he's gone. But even the other cat would still dig in it if I had the greens growing. Now, right now it's all weeds. I had some potato greens, and they just died off, and this happened. So this week I'm gonna get in here and see if there's any potatoes. But I waited 3 months. I planted them 3 months too late, and it was because I had to build this thing. I kept procrastinating, and we still have potatoes that we canned from the last year, and so I just didn't feel a big rush. I wish I would have done it right, but anyway. So now I got the cage built. I can keep the cats out. When January comes up, I can plant my potatoes. That's when I'm supposed to plant them. I didn't get them in the ground till March. Then when it got really super hot, they grew real fast and died. And I don't really think there's much under the ground, but I'm going to dig all this up. And then I have a piece of black plastic that I'm going to cover over it to keep the weeds from growing until we're ready to plant again next year. All along here is just trees. I sell trees for a living. I don't have many left. I can't get them right now until the fall. It's just the suppliers run out that fast now because people are getting in the mindset to grow food, you know. So right here I have one of my Cavendish banana trees growing right here, and I got another little pup coming up. I got to dig out the pups, but we're going to probably get some bananas on that this year for sure. This other grating is a raspberry that I planted this year. I didn't get raspberries yet, but it's growing good. It's looking really good. Next to it is a little tree right here. I don't know if you can see it with the stake on it right there. That's a Myers lemon that it got pretty much destroyed in Ida too, but she's coming back. So she's kind of starting over. So I have another Myers lemon sitting in here that I'm going to keep for myself. One right here that's for sale, but it's got quite a few lemons on it. I'm going to keep that this year. Okay. And so what else is going on back here? This is actually an area where here that I would grow potatoes, and over there, and I didn't do the potatoes, and I was going to do something else, and I still can, but right now there's nothing in it. So this is a Louisiana sweet orange tree. It's its first year putting off fruit, so there's some oranges on it. And then on the other side of this place where I would grow potatoes, I have another tree, and that's a clementine mandarin tree, which was actually probably that's only about 1/3 of what I had, because it broke. It was broken through Hurricane Ida again. So I had a lot of damage back here and stuff that are lost and things that happened from that hurricane. But anyway, that little tree's coming back. Now, as we look this way, you see a lot of green because I've got a lot going on. And but this is, you know, I hate to show this, but this is my deck right here, and I'm fixing to I'm working on the house. You can see I'm painting this side, and I gotta start working on the back and start getting everything fixed up and painted, because we really got plans on moving. Okay, anyway, in this little area here, I have a little grill set up and a place right here where I can buy wood and store wood, but we do that during the colder months. Not right now, it's too hot to crank that up, so we don't even do that now. I have trees that are mine, I grow them in the pots. Now, of course, they don't do as good as they would if they was in the ground, but I do get fruit off of them. I got apple trees here, got an apricot and a nectarine. So this was the apple, a nectarine next to it, apricot right here. It's the apricot, and here's another apple tree. And then on this side, I have another orange tree. See the oranges? I got oranges on this tree. This is a calamundan tree. I love calamundans. I put them in my tea. Use it instead of using lemon. I use the calamundans when we have it. So I got 2 calamundan trees. Here's another one, and I have one in the front. These were for sale, but I'm keeping them. I like them so much. I also mix them in with the sugar cane when I make the sugar cane juice, and it's really great tasting. This is a red grapefruit. So we got some on here. Not as many as last year. I don't know why, but there's some on here. And this is a satsuma tree, which I don't have many on here either. I don't know what's going on this year, but a couple of the trees didn't really flower really well, and I think it was the way the weather was going. It was kind of bad. This is a LSU gold fig tree. Look at the size of those figs. Ain't that beautiful? Look at that, some big figs there. And now up in this area here is where we got a lot going on. It's a little, it's 12 feet by 8 feet. Okay, it's 12 feet this way. It comes 8 feet out from the wall, from the shed there. And I got a lot going on in here. This is where I raise my quail. As you can see, I got eggs. I got to pick them up, put them up. I got eggs, and I gotta collect the eggs. I need to do that probably before the rain starts. And down here, in this cage is a bunch of the males I have, which those are the ones that actually go in another cage for growing out to eat. And I got my females here, and there. I got my production back up. It kind of died off, and things are coming back with this. It's pretty good. On this back wall here, I have my where I reproduce them. Basically, this is an incubator that holds 55 eggs, and I got 2 more incubators inside, and they hold 39 eggs each. This is a brooder that's on a controller, so that a heat lamp comes on, keeps it going. And this one could be used as a brooder too. I do have a lamp on it. You can see it on the side there. And but it's basically a grow out pen for the quail. But very rarely do the quail make it to there. And I've been using it to grow out baby chickens, because I'm really not set up properly for the chickens, but I've been reproducing them, and I have to use that. Over here, I have my aquaponics system set up where I'm raising channel cats, and we grow greens over here. Basically, we grow lettuce and then celery. Usually, we eat all the lettuce up, and the celery continues to grow, which I'll be harvesting that before it gets too much hotter than we've been getting. All right, so as we as we come walking down this area here, and the rain's coming, you guys, I'm trying to hurry with this. Because of the fact that I had a business here, we drove forklifts, and I had to concrete my backyard. I grow basically in containers, okay? I have one little area of yard, I'll show you that. But these are containers here, and these white containers I got from a lady that has a restaurant, and she came and we traded some manure, and she brought me a bunch of these buckets. So I drilled holes in the bottom, and these are my peppers. So I have 12 bell peppers plants right here. I got 4 jalapenos, and one plant's not doing too good. What's up, Luna? And over here, I have more peppers. I got cayenne peppers, bell peppers, Tabasco peppers up in this section. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8 more pepper plants there. Got 2 beans here. This is a horseradish. One of my subscribers sent that to me. What a blessing. But this poor thing's been through a lot, died off, came back several times. So it's doing really good. Now, beans in these 4 pots, and the beans are growing. Turn around here, I got beans all right here. Now I already had beans growing, and we harvested a bunch of beans, so I went ahead and replanted some more beans. So I'm going to see if, I don't know if it's going to get too hot for them or what's going to happen with them. Hopefully they'll produce before it gets too hot, and maybe the heat might destroy them. I don't know. I never regrew or replanted beans before. I've always planted them like in the spring, and we got the beans off of it, and that was it, you know. But this time I tried it again. So we did this. These are all beans, and they all do. There's a couple of them, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them that looks like they struggling. But anyway, this patch right here is my strawberry patch, and it's all in containers. I got what, 2, 4, 6, 8. I got 10 15-gallon containers here, and I got 4 more bean plants here. Now we already, you know, grew squash, zucchini, and grew that out already, and I had all that growing in these containers, and we done harvest all that, pulled them out, and replanted with the beans. Back here I have a little vertical thing set up here, and that's cherry tomatoes growing on there. So they starting to flower. So I'm going to be getting cherry tomatoes soon. They're just starting to flower, and we're going to be getting some cherry tomatoes on here real soon. So that's exciting. There's my another grow out for the male quail. I got 3 of them in there right now. I will be moving the other ones in the other area to put here. Get them from in there, and I'm going to be probably collecting some more eggs to hatch out some more eggs to get me some more hens, some more females, to get more eggs. Okay, so now this area back here, before I go any further the other way, since we're right here, this is where my chicken coops and all. So this is my major coop right here. I got the buff Orpingtons, you can see, and this is for us. We get our eggs, and I incubate eggs, and we get baby chicks. I sell them, and these are grow out pens here for the babies, and I got 12 in here right now, as you can see. And I got 6 buffs in here, and I got 6 of the American breast chickens, which I ordered online some eggs, and got 20 eggs and only 6 hatched, but they guaranteed pretty much a 30% hatch rate, and that's exactly what I got. I got another coop behind me that will be it's a grow out / coop, you know, whatever's going on, and I need, you know, usually all this is filled with chickens. I just got rid of, I had 15 roosters in here, and I traded off some of them for some things, and got some shrimp from a lady. I sold some, and just different things, but that's what's going on there. I have my little greenhouse back here. It's only 9 by 10, but inside here I have a lot going on. I have my turmeric, these tall green things. That's my turmeric growing. My bay leaf trees, they ready for sale back here. That's some ginger, and then all this is elderberries that I had. They're all leafing out. They're doing good. I got 2 back there that didn't work, but the rest of them are doing good. And I got some stuff going down here. I got some parsley coming up right here. And I do a lot in this little greenhouse. This raised bed here, this elevated bed, I got some garlic growing in it, and when that comes up, I'm going to be redoing this and doing the same thing like I'm doing here with the containers. I want to put the containers here. Now this is the only area of grass I have back here, and I have my comfrey growing right here. This is fig trees right here. This is the LSU tiger figs, and I'm reproducing those, trying to grow those out and get more of those. That's a really good tasting fig. So I have my comfrey right here, which I got to start getting into and cutting it. And excuse all this, I haven't had a chance, really. I usually don't let this grow like this. I keep it cut, but I've been busy lately. I got tomatoes growing here. As you can see, I have a little hoop thing back there. My cucumbers, this is bell peppers, okra, and some sunflower seeds. I mean, sunflower. Look how tall they are. They're almost as tall as they passed even my house by about 3 feet. They're about 10 feet tall to 10 to 11 feet tall right now. This is my shade cloth, my shade house here where I grow my herbs. I got basil, oregano, sage, rosemary, dill, tarragon, thyme, some balm, some lemon balm, some onion chives, some mint growing, and I got a couple of empty ones in the back. I got to get some more stuff growing. I got an idea of some things I want to get, and I got a couple of tomatoes I got to pull off of here before. Let me see something. It looks like one of them's bugs already got to it. Nice big one. Let's see. Oh, I'll be able to bring that in. They didn't get in it. They just ate on the top of it. Same thing with this one. When they start getting a little color to them, I got to pick them because we start, between me and all the bugs and the birds, we start fighting over these things, you know. Okay, and so that's basically what's going on in my little backyard. I got a moringa tree growing right here. I had one here that got blown down 2 years ago, so I happen to have one. I planted it. It's growing good. This is an area where I reproduce the Cavendish bananas, which I really don't need that. The ones I have planted reproduce a lot. Oh, this is my asparagus bed here, and I'm collecting seeds right now off of them. I'm gonna have a video on the seeds on asparagus, and the little bed behind that is where I grew my ginger last year. Did great with it, you know. So that's what's going on in my little backyard right now. So we have chickens to eat, quail to eat, fish. When the fish grow out, the fish they're a lot slower in growing than the birds. And then you know, we eat out the backyard now. We're not cutting not much off of our grocery bill at all, you know, because I don't have enough land to grow that much, you know. But it does help. It does keep us growing organically, and it keeps us in that mindset to grow and to eat organically. And guys, I'm learning how to do this stuff on a small scale so that when we do move, I got a real good idea of how I want to set things up and what I want to do, because my whole backyard is basically committed to growing food. And I have a front yard. I was going to show you the front yard, but it started to rain, so I'm going to just pass on that on this video. But I want to give you an update on our spring garden. The spring garden's coming to an end. Summer's fixing to hit, and usually you go a little bit into the summer. The only thing that keeps on growing, that my experience, okay, now there might be plenty of other things, but I mean, is the peppers. They keep on going, and we usually get a ton of peppers through the summer, to the point where, I mean, I make so much hot pepper jellies. I probably got enough inside still to last another 2 years. You know, that's how much I get. So I give them away. I turn people on to some. You know, plus we eat a lot. We scoop that and put a, you know, a good tablespoon of that in our salads when we eat our salads and stuff. Here's my little thing right here for juicing the sugar cane. I got sugar cane growing in the front, and I'll run that through there, and we'll make the juice. And usually with that juice, I'll take a calamundan, throw it in there with it, and mix it in there, and talk about what I want to tell you. Talk about a good tasting drink. And if you really looked up sugar cane, juicing it like that and drinking it, the nutritional value is incredible. You would think that, you know, it's a sugar plant, but they make sugar from it, but they actually got to pretty much change the whole chemistry of the plant to get sugar out of it. So the plant on its own, just juicing it, is not bad for you at all. Actually, the first time I tasted it, my first thought was, this thing needs some sweetener in it, because it wasn't nearly as sweet as you would think it would be for being sugar cane. But anyway, I wanted to give you that update. Maybe I'll give you a shot right now, just like this from under the deck. But this is what I got going on in my backyard. And so keep, man, man, hit that like button. Can you do that? Just hit it for me, help get this out. And I got some good videos coming up. I got all my rain barrels out. I'm fixing to go get some material. We're going to start collecting rainwater. And that's what my next step is. I got to learn about that and get that going. And I want to show you and teach you, because let me tell you something, man. I could water my plants every day with city water and you don't see much change. But see how we're getting rain right now? After this rain, everything grows 2-3 inches, I'm telling you. There's something about the rainwater and the city water. I need to collect the rainwater. And for years, I've always watered with rainwater, because I used to collect it, but not like, you know, with gutters and all that. I just had a horse trough sitting under a roof that it would just drain in there, and I get one of them little hand waterers, fill it up, walk around, and I would water everything by hand. And I did that for years, guys. And just since I actually started my YouTube channel and I moved that horse trough to use it for my aquaponics, is when I started using city water on my stuff. And I noticed a major difference using city water, and it's terrible compared to the rainwater, really. And so I'm gonna get into collecting water, and I want to show you and help you to do it on now. I'm into right now, you know, small time stuff, city style homesteading. Okay, that's what that would be the my handle to my YouTube channel is homesteading city style. And because I want to show you what you can do in the city. Just because you live in the city doesn't mean that you can't grow food. And if you pick the right foods, like potatoes, you can grow them easy, and then you can put them away, and they last for a long time. And then you can can them, and they'll last even longer. You know, the peppers, you can can them, and you could pickle them, and you could do things. The quail, you can raise quail. If you're in the city, man, quail don't take up hardly any space, and you could grow quail. You can get you a lot of meat and a lot of eggs off of the quail, and take up just a very small amount of space compared to the chickens. And the quail are quiet. You hardly even know they're around. The males do make a noise, but it's nothing compared to what the chickens make. And so there you have it. There you go. That's what I got going on just in my backyard. I have a front yard with nothing but berry bushes and some trees growing up back there. You know, I got blueberries, huckleberries, mulberries, and goji berries. growing in the front, plus a fig tree, and Cavendish bananas, my sugar cane, and another kumquat, but it's a sweet kumquat tree, which is loaded right now with a bunch of little bitty ones that they're going to be, we'll have them for the summer and the fall. And but man, and I got a peach tree in the front. So yeah, all of that on my, I got 27 trees that are mine on my property, growing in pots and in the ground. And I got 7 different berry bushes that I'm growing. And I'm doing this with 90% concrete on my property, maybe even more than 90%. I got very little grass. I wish I had more grass, because I could grow things for my chickens. I could free range them some. They could eat out the they could eat eat the grass, you know, and scratch. I could free range them a little bit, but I can't even do that. So my chickens, I thought maybe somebody was out here, because people come, they know to blow the horn when they pull in the driveway, and I come out if they come in here to buy something. So anyway, yeah, I could show you the front real quick. It's raining, but not enough where it would hurt my camera. Now down this side, where I do have grass in between the fence and my driveway, I have 4 Cavendish. Those got stifled from this tree blocking a lot of the sun, so they didn't get it. This one, because it's really right here, it gets a lot of sun, it's doing great. So I'm gonna get bananas on this one and the other one that I showed you in the yard. But here, right here, I got this is my blueberries. They still got some berries, a little bit left on some of these. We've done harvest a bunch of them, and the grandkids come over and pick them and eat them. That's another. Now that's a huckleberry here. That's goji berry there. This is my sweet kumquat. This is loaded with little bitty ones all over this tree. I still got some elderberries coming up here, because I had an elderberry growing in here. I dug it up, and I got the elderberry actually behind the garbage can back there. They got the elderberry there. But I got some growing up, and I've been digging them up, and that's what I got in my greenhouse that I'm growing out to sell, you know, to sell them. But I got another goji berry here. This is a loquat. This is what they call a Japanese plum tree. I got another blueberry here, a huckleberry there. That's my mulberry tree right there. There's a Celeste fig. Here's another calamundan with the little fruit on it. And there's my my sugar cane growing there. And a peach tree I planted there. Don't look too hot, but I think it'll be okay. Hopefully. If not, well, we'll try it. I just planted it not that long ago, so hopefully it'll take. So that's what I got going on my little property. As you can see, I'm in a neighborhood. I'm not. I don't have no acreage, and I'm determined to grow what I can and as much as I can. I'm always tweaking things to get more. I'm pretty much almost maxed out. So I do have room to do meat rabbits, and I do have an area that I do want to get my bees. I used to have bees years ago, and I lost them. They swarmed away because I wasn't really keeping up with it right. I know what to do now, and that's another project I'm gonna be working on too, is getting the bees going again, because I noticed a big difference when I had bees. I had bees for like 3 years, and man, I had bees all in my garden all the time, and every time I was working in the yard, they were all around me. They never stung me, but they would come back in. They would pollinate everything. I tell you what, it was great having them, and I know that's missing. Between the rainwater and that's 2 things that I used to have that I don't have now, that I noticed major decrease in harvest because of not having those 2 things. So I need to get those back going again. And those are two things coming up that I'm going to be working on. I got to get the bees, and I got to get the rainwater, collecting the rainwater. And all right, guys, man, hit that like button for me. That'll help get my videos out. Especially help me out, man. This video here is just to let people that live in the city, let them know, man, what you can really do. You give up your backyard, man. I ain't got to cut the grass. There ain't no grass to cut here. Everything is growing food. You get some weeds, but you learn how to deal with that. You use fabric paper, and you don't go buy the cheap fabric paper from Home Depot, because in the long run you're paying more money, because you got to do that every year, and it don't even work. You got places you can buy a very, very thick fabric that'll block out the weeds for years. It'll work for years. So anyway, all right, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. That's an update on my spring garden, container garden. Basically, I got a little bit of garden over here, but for the most part I grow in containers. And if you got a backyard full of grass, there's a lot you can do, a lot more than I can do. I'm very limited because I have no grass. It limits me tremendously. So all right, guys, be blessed. I'll see you on the next video. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please share it, and please hit that like button. If anything, just hit the like button. That's going to help get my videos out. It's going to help me out tremendously. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.